Hello everyone, welcome to another Remnant 2 guide video. In today's video we are talking about the Jester and all of the loot and materials he has to offer. Now as you can see on screen now, I think most of you know, especially if you watch some of my other content, that if you emote while the Jester is doing his little dance, you'll get an amulet. Now you meet the Jester, in this instance what you're seeing on screen, from starting at the palace location on Losomn, and then if you interact with him and then clap, you're going to get the Jester's Bell Amulet. Right after he's done dancing, you also get the magic quill in order for you to open doors and things like that. But the Jester's Bell is the loot we want to talk about today. The Jester's Bell increases mod and skill cast speed by 35%. Casting a skill or mod increases all damage by 20% for 15 seconds. That's a really nice amulet, especially if you get this as your starting location, your first world. It's a really good starting amulet to get. In subsequent playthroughs in farming, you can actually get scrap for doing this same instance. And I wanted to show you all this because I didn't know if you would. This is the same type of mechanic for most other rings and amulets in the game that you would find just laying around the world. But if you do emote again in front of him while he's doing his dance, you will get 500 scrap. And that is nothing to pass up. So in case you didn't know, I would definitely suggest doing that. As you progress your playthrough and in this world, you're going to come across a Jester again, kind of in this grand room, and he's going to want to play a card game with you. He'll have 3 cards you want to look for. The first card being the Devil card, this card we're looking at now being the One-Eyed Mask, and the card on the top being what I call the King card. And that's the card that allows you to grab the Faerin mask and progress your world and go to the boss fight. Now, not all of these cards will spawn for you. It's, again, a random draw, a random shuffle. And if you don't get them, you'll probably want to back out of the room and go and reset these cards. Because the loot is worth it. And it's an easy reset. All we'll have to do, if we don't get the cards we want, is we'll have to go back out to Ward 13 and come back, and that will reset. So you can see we've interacted with the cards, and he's showing us our cards. We have no Devil card or One-Eyed Mask cards. You will always have the King card that progresses your map. That's the card that was just shown. If you don't have any of them, go back to Ward 13 and redo or re-roll this instance. So all you need to do is turn around, as you can see us going to do now. Turn around, go back down the elevator that's here, and at the bottom of the elevator, there is a crystal. Interact with that crystal, head back to Ward 13, and then come straight back to this crystal, and it will have reset the cards that he's going to shuffle, and you can try again. Once you've made your way back, interact with the cards again, and he'll reshuffle. Now look at the cards. We get right there on screen, you see we get the One-Eyed Mask. Now I don't follow this very well, so luckily my team did. But it's the one to the left of the one he just showed. I followed the wrong one by accident. And what you need to do is follow the card to wherever it goes. Now this can be a little tricky sometimes, but just do your best. If you go into the wrong room, that's okay. Like, I thought it was that room, and both my teammates were like, nope, it's this room. Strudel, you did it wrong. Okay, fine. So we go in there. If you get the wrong room, you'll be able to open a chest, and there'll be nothing in there. It'll just be some ads. Just go back out, try another door. But you can see here, we get the One-Eyed Joker Idol. And again, this is, I think, it's okay. It's not great, guys. But it's worth having, especially if you're going for some of those triumphs. The neutral backdash creates a magic card that lasts 1 second. And if the card takes damage, you get some bonuses. But you can see here, it spawns a little card when you do a backdash. It's very situational, I feel, and I don't think it's great. On another playthrough, we had to re-roll this. We get our Devil card. The Devil card, we're going to follow it accurately this time. I made sure of it. So we're going to follow it accurately, and we're going to go through the Devil portal. So just give this a second, and we'll be able to go get our next piece of loot. Once the card has created a door, go on in, and you're going to open the chest again, and it's going to kind of seem like you're in a room that doesn't have anything. But because there's going to be some ad spawns and but a boss will spawn. A mini boss is going to spawn, and you want to kill him to get your next piece of loot. So you can see there, we open the chest, nothing happens. It's very reminiscent if you go into the wrong room. Now we're looking for Firth, the Oath Keeper. That is our guy. He's the big dude right there. I guess he's not that big, but we're going to do our best to take him out, and when we do, he will drop us our next piece of loot. Once you've successfully brought him down, you're going to get the Misfortune Mutator, and this is a melee-related mutator, so if you're going for a melee build or something, you might want to check this out, but it increases melee damage by 5% for each unique negative status the target is suffering from. So very interesting there. Again, a little situational, but you get some good added options to your repertoire. Now here we're going to follow the last card, the King card, and we're going to go in, and I just wanted to show you this. We're going to go in and get our mask, our Faerin mask that we need to progress the story. If you get this room by accident, just walk back out, reset the cards. Do not grab the mask. If you grab the mask, it resets the whole thing, and you can't do anything subsequently. Now, if you're in a dark world, this is our next piece of loot. If you're in a dark world, go back to the pile of bones you initially saw him at, and you'll get the Shaed Blood Crystal Amulet. This amulet gains a 30% bonus damage every 5 seconds. The bonus switches between physical and elemental damage. This is a super strong crystal, and I used this for a long time. Don't miss out on it. And finally, our last piece of loot. If we bring our masks to the mural, put them in place, switch it to light, and then we go back to the Jester room, we're going to get another piece of loot. We're actually going to get a ring. So go down the elevator to the left. You've already unlocked this little shortcut. So go in here, drop down, and then take that next elevator that you took to reset your world to do the crystal. Take that elevator down again to where that crystal normally is, and there won't be a crystal there this time. So you come in here, there are a few ads, but you can see it there on screen, that little purple piece of loot. That's what you're looking for, and that's going to be the cataloger's jewel. As you can see, it automatically generates 8 mod power per second. So another nice piece of loot. But that's going to do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much. Please, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe for more content from myself. Thank you all so much. Have a great night. Bye-bye.